Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. I know I'm a little bit late. I know I haven't been on here in a few days, but I am here. So make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. Appreciate you guys for um, giving me support. Um, just waiting for a few people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it, guys. Um, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, so guys, one of us, we get an extra day of rest. Oh, y'all just don't know how much I need this. Y'all just don't know how much I need this day of rest because I won't have it for another month, 2 months. Um, I do also want to say, I do want to have a conversation, guys. I'm gonna wait.
Mommy, that's some more
What you do with it? Cause you don't
in the
want to
room.
look on the look on the floor or look on the dresser. Y'all see how Jamel's speech has come along. He just he's gonna be very proper when he fully gets this together, child. I'm gonna have some proper children for sure. I'm gonna have some proper children for sure. Um, so guys, make sure you guys wait a few minutes for some people to come in, then we're gonna get into it. I know I haven't been live in a while, guys. I'm sorry about that. Y'all, it's just been a lot going on in my life that a lot of you guys don't know. So I'm just waiting a few minutes for some people to enter in and then we're going to get into it. I know it takes a moment for YouTube to give a notification. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, we're going to talk for a minute and then I'm going to get off because I got some stuff I got to do. Um, I do want to talk about Little Nas X. He, um, hey King Chris World, how are you? How are you today? Um, how are you today? We're gonna talk about Little Nas X. We're gonna talk about a little bit about R. Kelly and some of the things that um some of the things that been going on with that, and we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk about other general things that we need to talk about. Um, I know you guys been wondering where I've been, guys. I just been um doing mom life. I know y'all like mom life, yes. Jamel, my son, he has been like playing football and he has games on Saturday. So um I'm gonna have to use Fridays as a day of trying to make sure I wash and clean because Saturdays is like hectic. We don't like supporting and all that and supporting the whole team and stuff like that. It takes us about Jamel game. He has to be weighed like they do weigh in. So his team plays first. So he plays at 10 o'clock. But we actually have to be at the field. Like we had to be at the field yesterday at 8:30. So from 8:30 to like 1:30, 2 o'clock, we were at the football game. Um, and it felt like it was like 100 degrees outside. Me and Jayla have a tan for sure. Um, and um, like I know tomorrow, next Sunday, next Saturday, I will be having an umbrella.
Mommy, can you give me a cover?
Just get the cover. Y'all, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I am back. As you guys see, I had to tuck my child in the bed. But anyway, I do want to say, um, I ain't gonna hold you guys long because I got to cook some things and season some meat because we got football practice tomorrow. But anyway, um, I do want to say, um, that it is a picture, guys, of Little Nas X. I'm gonna pull it up. Dressed as he is pregnant, and this is for I think an album cover. Um, um, it says here that, and then they say Little Boosie is harassing him because Boosie. Why? The question is, why is Little Boosie so pressed about gay men? Is it something about gay men that makes that is threatening to Little Boosie? Like, if they're not approaching you, why are you so bothered? That's what I don't get. Why is Little Boosie so bothered? Um. Anyway, I'm going to pull up this picture. So, y'all know that Little Nas X is this um, came out with a picture that was very controversial. He is coming out with a new album, and he did a pregnancy photo shoot, complete with a bump and a flower crown. Um, And it says here that he told Me People magazine that he came up with the idea to shoot after listening to Meg the Stallion verse on his new song Dollar Sign Slime for the first time. He was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" So I immediately called my stylist. He says, and she was like, "Wow, with all this, wow, this all comes together. Your album, your baby." I was like, "Yeah, this is my baby, huh?" As a joke, she was like, "Yeah, you should do a pregnancy shoot." So he decided to do a pregnancy shoot. And I'm going to pull up the picture here. Um, Let me just hold on, y'all. And it is a very controversial. It was a very controversial picture, but it does have, like, if he says I'm pregnant, I'm expecting a new baby. And his new baby, he's basically is saying is his album. Anything that you do, that you put forth your effort in, is considered your baby, right? So, like this YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel, you consider this as your baby. This is something that you're interested in. This is something that you want to do. This is something that you're investing your time in. So, yeah, this is considered a baby. Like, this is something that you have to build to grow and to put some effort in. Just like your children, yes, they're your baby, and you have to feed into them. Yeah, basically, basically. But does that mean that Little Nas X, is am I threatened by Little Nas X or feel some type of way because Little Nas X is pregnant on a maternity shoot? I think not. I'm just not. And am I want to cancel him out just because he want to get on a do a pregnancy shoot, basically showing himself pregnant? Am I upset about that? I really don't care. Um, and it's just honest. I really do not care. This that what that does for me, and that's why I don't understand why Little Boosie is so threatened by a gay man. Why are y'all straight men are so threatened by a gay man? Hey Lawrence, how are you? I don't understand it because to be honest, one thing about women, we are never threatened by another gay woman. I have a friend. This is Little Nas X. I have a friend. She is gay, and she's my BFF. I call her as my sister. I'm not threatened by her. It must be Chris because, like, um, I just don't feel threatened by it because this man said that he is coming out with a new album. This is his baby. This is probably going to be one of the best albums he ever has done. And, you know, you're threatened by that. You're threatened by that, little boots. I don't understand. Make it make sense. That's why I said, and I was on Facebook for real. I was on Facebook scrolling, and some men was like, and in this little group that I follow, they said, y'all, this is what this says. Lawrence, a lot of artists do things for shop value. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. Hey, Trisha. But anyway, it says here that Boosie is sexually harassing Lil Nas X as hip hop truck cultures enables it. The homophobic rapper, who once boasted about offering to pay a sex worker to pleasure his 14-year-old son, is now targeting the rising queer artist as a flawed, I ain't gonna say queer, flawed scapegoat to protect youth. Another day, another unnecessary time for Boosie to show how he can't help but have Lil Nas X name in his mouth. After previously threatening in July that he would beat his ass, the independent rapper continues to target Lil Nas X in a bizarre tweet posted early Friday morning. Boosie suggests that he thinks Lil Nas X is going to turn around and suck one of his background dancers on national TV. It should be noted that Boosie reactions typically occur when Lil Nas X garners press for expressing his he's gay, and via his art speaks on the homophobia he experienced in the industry. So Little Boosie tweeted Nas X, "What the fuck? You just don't stop." I think he's going to turn around and suck one of his background dancers' dick on national television. Protect yours. God turn it over in his grave. Well, first of all, Boosie, let me just say this, and I'm just gonna be motherfucking real. Hey Trisha, I'm so sick of this shit with Boosie. But let me just say this shit. Let me just say this, excuse my language. First of all, God is the last judge. God ain't turning on in no grave. So if he turning in the grave for what Lil Nas is doing, he should be turning in the grave for you getting trying to pay a woman, your 13-year-old woman, to suck your 13-year-old son's dick. Okay? Let me just say that. So what you're saying is what Lil Nas is getting on, making a photo of him pregnant, saying that he's birthing another album, but the person that you birthed, I'm just gonna keep it real. But the person you birthed, you paying some woman to suck your son's dick. Make it make sense. What the fuck you do is better than what Lil Nas X did. It's okay to low grade and degrade women and pay them to suck your dick or suck your son's dick and give you pussy and all that. But let me put this down because I'm getting pissed the hell off. It doesn't make a difference, in my opinion. I know y'all look a little darker. Y'all, I promise you, I got a whole tan yesterday. My whole face was red right here. But you want to sexually harass this man because he talking about some he suck, and the industry is allowing you to sexually harass someone. That's not right and that's not cute. They should cancel your ass out. I don't listen to fucking Boosie no goddamn way. Fuck Boosie. If you really want to know. Yes, it is very horrible. You don't do that to people. You're not like, why are you so threatened by a gay man? Are you afraid that that's something that you have inside of you and you don't want that to come out and that you're going to be canceled? No one is going to cancel you, Boosie, if you like a man. No one is going to cancel you. No one. I hate people like that. I do. So Boosie is reactive. This says often referencing the need to protect children from homosexuality. This is what it says. As a flawed scapegoat to constantly target a 22-year-old rapper that's not even thinking about him. It could easily call out Boosie protected children defense when he once flagged that he offered to pay a sex worker to perform oral sex on his 14-year-old son, or how he's currently banned from Instagram for constantly having pornography on his page. And that could easily be viewed by underage followers. But with the hypocrisy glaring, clear that this isn't about protecting children on seriously calling for meaningful censorship, but about a man obsessed with the liberation of an unapologetic man that is gay. What's even worse is that Boosie behavior is only being enabled by current black celebrities that media that seems more interested in gassing up the harassment than protecting Lil Nas X. It says here, I'm with the freedom of whatever, but at this point, Lil Nas X fuck with the minds of children. The Chappelle Show comedian Donnell Rawlinson posted on Instagram featuring a viral image from Lil Nas X of him being pregnant while promoting his uncovered album. What are your thoughts about how do I explain this to my son? So what you're saying is, how do you explain this to my son that sees a man actually pregnant? Well, exactly, Trisha. Right. And his son, like, man, so every time I get with a woman, I got to pay for her for some pussy. Excuse my language. I got to pay for some pussy. A woman is only thing a woman wants is money. I don't know why men think that that's the only thing that a woman wants is to drain your pockets. I'm not one of those women. I'm kind of what happened to building something? What happened to getting to know each other and building something together? I ain't out here trying to drain nobody pockets. Hell, we could build some shit together on our own. But I don't get the you got to pay a woman for some sex. You got to pay a woman to give you some head, to suck your dick. That shit that burns me. Exactly, Chris. It's the same damn difference. He doesn't have anything to do with Boosie. Boosie just obsessed with the LGBTQ. It is not even the whole LGBTQ. I bet you he'll be happy to see two women licking upon each other. Am I lying? Y'all think he'll be happy to see this shit? He'll be happy to have a threesome with two women. But you have a problem with a man deciding to be with another man and loving him and being in a relationship with him. And just because Lil Nas X posted pregnant because he's birthing a new baby, not him saying, oh, men can get pregnant, because we know damn well a man cannot get pregnant. A man cannot get pregnant. Only a woman can. But what he's basically doing, it's like a metaphor. You're saying, hey, I am birthing a new baby. I am coming out with another album. That's the only thing that he's saying. So I don't get it. Exactly. But you don't have a problem with that. But you have a problem with two men who ain't bothering you, ain't is not let me calm down. Take this drink. Oh, my arm. that's not bothering you, not approaching you, but just saying, "Hey, out and about, how are you today?" But just basically saying, "I love whoever I love." I'm not asking you to accept me. I'm not asking you to accept my husband, but you're gonna respect me. And see, that's what Boosie is. I'm just gonna be honest. That's what Boosie is. Boosie is very negative when it comes to gay men. I'm just gonna put it out there. He has a problem with gay men. Chris said, "Yeah, me personally, he is no Boosie's not cute. Hayden cute as well. Boosie is not cute at all. So yeah, and that's what I said. Most of these celebrities that are not cute or not appealing to the eye, honey, they ain't with you because of how you looking with your personality, honey. They're trying to get a bag. Exactly, Trisha. Lil Nas X ain't got his ass. Mm, excuse me. Little Nas X doesn't have his ass on Boosie, but Boosie has his ass on Little Nas X. And I don't understand that. Like Boosie, like stop harassing these people talking about you're protecting the children. If you were protecting the children, you wouldn't pay no woman to come suck your son damn dick. Grown ass woman, don't you know that's child molestation? Your son 13, 14 years old, and you paying for somebody, some grown ass woman to come suck your son dick. Make it make sense. But y'all call R. Kelly a pedophile though. You know what I'm saying with R. Kelly. But you'll pay for some woman to suck your little son dick. Ain't that child? If he's underage, he's still underage. Well, Lawrence, let's get it in fruition. I'm tired of working. Let's look cute. If you look, I'm tired of working anyway. Let's get these millions, child. Am I lying though, y'all? What's the difference? Screw my language. Excuse me for crunch, but y'all. What you want to pay for a woman to come suck your son's penis? Grown ass woman, a stripper. You got all these women on Instagram. You've been deleted from Instagram because you showing pornography. What's the difference between you and R. Kelly? Exactly, Q. Cause honey, I need some millions, so I ain't gotta do this damn work. I'm working. But what is the difference? You teach your son not to have respect for a woman. To treat them like they ain't shit no more than let me throw a few dollars at you and you'll do whatever I want you to do. What's the difference? But you protecting our children. Child, please. You just obsessed with gay men. I'm just gonna put it out there. He's just obsessed. I shoot right. Child, this show is a mess. Child. Let me just say this about the R. Kelly case. Okay, so they got this man on him. This man done said, Ezra basically said that her mother was texting R. Kelly, lying about her age. I want. Oh, I'm eating some pork skins, honey, because I really haven't. I'm drinking a little drink. This is good, honey. I need this to not try to make me drunk because I got to make some pasta salad and some deviled eggs for tomorrow. Hey, CRP fams, thank you for coming. But let me say this. Exactly, Cooker. Oh. Child, like we were saying last week. Hold on. She said that her parents bought the tickets for her to go see R. Kelly. And her daddy paid, in so many words, for her to go backstage to meet R. Kelly. But what gets me is, okay, she said, basically said, her parents tried to set him up. Excuse me, y'all. So her basic parents tried to set him up at the hotel. Okay, so they called the police because they claimed that she was missing or whatever. Then the crazy thing about it was the police came and asked her for her ID and asked her how old she was. She said on the stand that she was 18 years old. Exactly, Trisha. And she said that her mother was texting R. Kelly back and forth, telling how old she was. And it seems as though the parents had an agenda. They wanted to set him up. Screw me, y'all. I need to just sober up a little bit. They wanted to just set him up, but let me hold on. So the police officer, let me go back to the hotel. So the police officers asked for her ID. The police never did look at her ID. He's asked her how old she was. And she said 18, but at the time she was 17. And so, y'all, I'm so sick of this damn dog out of my damn house. I'm so over the dog. Anyway, and she decided to go with R. Kelly. She's been with R. Kelly for 5 years. She said her family knew where she was, but they tried to set him up at the hotel to try to, like, say, well, you slept with a underage girl and try to get, they pitched ideas to him and all that. R. Kelly wasn't really for that. R. Kelly really wasn't for that. So they went a little deeper in Arizona. She went with him. The mama and them signed off on her to go on tour with R. Kelly. So if your parents signed off on it and you're good with it, then you know where the hell that she was from day one. Y'all saying this man, y'all basically made it seem like R. Kelly was kidnapping these people. This is what I don't understand. Y'all making it seem like R. Kelly was kidnapping. Hey, Miss Gloria, how you doing? That that R. Kelly was kidnapping these people. And come to find out, hell, y'all was seeking him out. It's so many people that wants to be famous. It's so many people. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's so many people that wants to be famous. They will sell their soul just to be famous, to get their voices heard. Because yes, some people have voices, but do you have the drive to do what it takes to be famous? Some people got the voice, but they ain't got the drive. And I feel like that's Ezra. She done fucking staged somebody blowing up her car. And the dude that testified against R. Kelly, he lied on the stand. See, like I said, the media, from what I understand, is what I've been looking on Facebook. The media has been putting out only what the prosecution is saying, but they're not talking about what the defense of R. Kelly is bringing up. Like this guy that said that he met R. Kelly at McDonald's. I was like, well, that must have been the safe haven for everybody for him to meet at. I really blame them both because the parents knew and he knew their real age. Well, and I don't either. If I got to be famous, like I said, I can be on here and make this $100 every 3 months on here on YouTube. I'm not gonna eat nobody's shit. I'm not gonna sell my damn soul just to say I'm famous and make millions. Hell, I sit here and slave and work from home, talk on the phone to these customers, and do my thing. Being these kids are good. God has made a way, honey. But to sell my soul for a dime, no. To eat shit, no. To sit up here and lie just because the money done ran out, not. I'm not gonna seek no. I'm not going to seek no. Let me just say this. I'm not gonna seek no damn man out just to be famous. I'm not gonna climb up. This is what the what's her name? Her sister exposed her. That's the first one I was talking about. Um, hey Shay's World, how are you today? Thank you for coming. Um, this girl that wrote the book about R. Kelly, she got a book deal off of it. Erica. No, not Erica. The first one, Geronda Pace. Geronda Pace, let me get back on her. Geronda Pace, she seeked this man out. Hell, she was 16 years old. She knew. And then they brought Aaliyah in it. And we don't know, like Aaliyah is parents still ain't said shit. Aaliyah parents still haven't said shit. Excuse my language, y'all, but y'all know how I am when I get on the little drink. Aaliyah parents haven't said anything. And y'all said Aaliyah was pregnant. This is what Demetrius Smith got on the stand and said, but they don't know how true that is because hell, we ain't seen no papers that said that Aaliyah had a baby. We ain't seen no evidence that said that Aaliyah had an abortion. We ain't seen none of that. So this is all hearsay. It's not all, like I said, the reason why R. Kelly gonna get off is because the motherfuckers sitting up here just saying shit because they mad they ain't getting no more motherfucking money. Let me just say that. Hey. Let me just, I'm just saying out and about. Half of these people just was after the bag. Honey, some people will sleep with somebody for the bag, honey. They will get up. They want these Gucci's and Pradas and Birkin bags and all that right there. Look, honey, I ain't selling my soul. Like I buy my own damn Michael Kors. I buy my own goddamn Gucci. when I can afford it. And it might be around income tax times or when I get these little stimulus checks. But you know what I'm saying? It's not hard to come by when you catch it on sale at Bell. Okay. Let me go back up. Let me see. Trisha said, living your best life is whatever you consider your best life. You don't need to be rich and famous to live your best. And you don't, Trisha. Let me just say this. At this moment in time, I'm not living my best life, but I'm comfortable. I thank God for where I'm at now in life. I know I still have some growing to do. And everybody, every day, everybody knows that we all got growth. We have to go through and we all need growth. And I just want to say this. I thank God that I don't struggle. I ain't struggling like I used to struggle. I thank God for blessing me with this job that pays me pretty well. I need to learn how to manage it better, the money better. But am I struggling? No. Am I do I have some ups and downs? Yes. But am I comfortable? Yes. But see, I'm not one of those type of people. When I get too comfortable, I make myself uncomfortable because I want to do better. And so there's nothing wrong with being content where you at. But see, me, I knew my previous job, I was not satisfied. Let me say this, where I was at. And I knew I had something better for me. I'm not saying this where I'm at may be my last, it may be. But I say this, I don't feel as stressed. I'm happy. I'm in a good place in life. And whatever happens, happens. And in those people that are in my life that wants to be in my life will stay. And the ones that ain't worth being dealing with, God will remove. I've been cussing and all that, but I just want to say that God has been good to all of us, and He has God. Y'all, let me tell you something. I have not struggled for 2 years. Ever since this pandemic, I have not been struggling. I might have spent too much money and splurged too much, but I have not been struggling. I have not been to the place where I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. Tristan, they said he was sleeping with the Leah moms also, and she really was pregnant. And they really got married when she was 15. They have those documents. I seen on the interview. But you have to ask this question though. Who helped Aaliyah get the fake ID? Demetrius Smith helped this put into fruition. And for what I understand, Demetrius was jealous of R. Kelly because guess what? Demetrius Smith was a damn thief and he was a damn pedophile his own goddamn self. From what I understand, hell, he was getting teenagers pregnant too. I don't know. I don't know. Reason why, but they know what because they was mad because the daughter was supposed to went there to get a bag for them. But see, the daughter liked the lifestyle. See, they said Ezra got on the stand and said, I wish everything was like how it used to be when he used to spend $500 on Red Lobster, used to take us out to eat. And, what I'm saying? She got them new breasts and things like that. She wanted to be like they used to be. Like, the man had rules. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing about it, you can go when you want to go. When you wanted to leave, you can go. But if you come back, you know the circumstances on where you want, what the rules are. You know what I'm saying? That man had rules and regulations. If you want to be his one of his girls, see what it was. These women wanted to be his number one. From what? Because look, y'all, if y'all don't know, the reason why I didn't go live last Thursday because I was on Tasha K live. Tasha K did an interview with Sharon Winbush. Y'all need to go find Sharon Winbush and y'all need to follow her. And Sharon Winbush put it in perspective for me. She was saying that yes, he has some issues that he needs to work out within himself, but but they knew when entering in the situation, because all of them wasn't no children. They were grown ass women too, entering in a situation. They said it was basically a man and woman relationship, and he tell you from the door, these are my rules, and you can't abide by them, then we don't need to deal. And if you decide to abide by the rules, that's what they are. You can't tell somebody how to run their damn house. I'm just keeping it real. People got rules, you know what I'm saying? Especially when, if that's how some men are. Now, if you want to run the relationship, that's on you. But R. Kelly went for to let you run his shit, basically. I shoot. Yes, honey, but I will not eat shit. Okay, me either. I buy what. Exactly. That's the problem. So many people. Let me just say this. So many people. So many people worried about what the next person has, but you can't see the blessing in the things that you have, and what the things God has blessed you with, and the things that, and how far you have come. You can't, you have to keep your eyes on you and what you need to improve on. What someone else got going on, what somebody else needs to improve on, ain't got not a damn thing to do with you in your life. So I advise you to focus on you. I advise you, and that's same for me. I can't feel no way about nobody else's life, especially when I know I need to get mine together. And that's just real. I be seeing, honey, let me tell you, cute girl, yesterday, like, honey, like 3 days practice. On Saturdays is vacation, and I have to use Friday evening and summer Sundays to clean, cook, and do whatever else. And I do what I can, and I let God just bless me with the rest, because, child, I'm gonna be tired. And like I said, I'm gonna stay up late tonight to binge watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know. But I'm but I'm gonna sleep in a little bit tomorrow just to rest, because I know for the next 2 months, September and October, I will be busy. And it might be a time where I may not even go live for a whole week, because I might be just that tired. Yes, they do. I do not think he will be a mother free again in his life. Well, they cannot. Well, I'm gonna say this: his rights has been violated. His right has, in the due process, he was his right. Some of his rights has been violated. This is true. Me either. They have too many people testifying over 400 documents of evidence. We'll see what the evidence looks like. I think it's just 2 more trials to go. Well, child, look, if he beat it all, that's gonna be glory. But a lot of people saying that he needs to plea out. I don't know if he's gonna be able to plea out or not. But they said that's how the feds is able to have the success rate they have, because a lot of people plea out. But see, R. Kelly said he's gonna take it to the grain. You gonna have to show me, I guess. His whole staff should be locked up for enabling. They had his number wrote down on paper just to give it to underage girls at concert. If they over a certain age, they wouldn't give it to them. What? Yeah, right. R. Kelly was not the only one to blame for a whole bunch of people. Right? I believe that. Even Aaliyah's uncle Barry Hankerson. Barry Hankerson, he probably was among the few too. Demetrius Smith, security, Barry Hankerson, the parents, and R. Kelly. It's okay. Yes, you want like younger women, but when you like younger girls, it's something that says something about that. And I understand. Um, and then like his brothers. listening to the interview with Tasha K and um Sharon Winbush. Sharon Winbush said that now. Okay. That's all right. I don't know why. But Sharon Winbush, she was saying that his brothers are now on his side. But they said the reason why, I'm going to say this, the reason why the brothers are now speaking a new tune was because of the fact of their own selfish and personal gain. They were saying, well, you know how family is when you get some money and you get rich. Oh, you didn't help do this and you didn't give me no money. You didn't put me on. You didn't do this. But like I said, put your damn self on. Like Sharon Winbush was telling, like you holding a grudge against your brother because of the fact that he didn't help you get on. But look how you presenting yourself out there. You snitched on your own brother. So you think anybody in the music industry is gonna fool with you, and you are a whole snitch? I was like, well, that's what Sharon, that what Sharon Wilbur said. I try. I feel the same way for myself. Yes, honey. Let me just tell y'all about this mom life. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. And I don't know about you, have a good weekend too. Rest of the weekend. Make sure you eat plenty of barbecue tomorrow. Um, mm, wow. So they had to be over 25 or under 25. Well, that's your opinion, Chris. I don't know if he gonna stay. Um, if you have never watched Surviving R. Kelly, it kind of details how R. Kelly childhood was like. He lived in the project space. He couldn't read. He has a learning disability. He might just I believe he may be a little dyslexic or he may be a little challenged. But because like I said, I have a child. My child is not, let me say this, Jamel is not, he is not mentally disabled. He just has developmental delays. And I'm not comparing him to R. Kelly, but back in the day, I'm gonna be honest, us black folk, we don't know. We get it when something wrong with our kids, we get to the point where we don't seek our kids no help. We basically be in damn denial. If our kids is bad as hell in school and they need some damn ADHD medicine to sit their asses down, or they're very hyperactive and need some meds to, oh, I don't believe in medicating my children because I'm just gonna keep it real. My child has ADHD. He's been taking meds for the last 2 years. And my son is very, very, it helps him to stay his ass up out of trouble. Because if not, I'm gonna whoop his ass every day. So in order for me to keep my cool and I whoop his ass every damn day, um, give him his medicine, and he has a wonderful day. He comes home on green and blue. He does still try things, but once he realizes he can't get away with nothing, we have no problem. And he comes home with A, B's, and some C's. And guess what? I ain't mad about it. But we have to get out of the denial phase that, ain't nothing wrong with my child. He just needs his ass whooped. No, you can beat your child ass all day long. And if your child needs something to sit his ass down, then that's what your child needs. If your child is not getting his schoolwork, then there's nothing wrong with putting him in special education to get him a little more assistance by himself with another teacher to help him understand. There's nothing wrong with that. And we have to stop being embarrassed about that and just get it to the forefront. So when you see that your child is constantly failing, and then you want to like, what's going on with my child? And then you realize like, hey, your child may be dyslexic. Okay, let me get him get him to someone that can help him with his dyslexia. Hey, my child may has a speech delay. Oh, let me get him in speech to help him with his speech. Don't just sit here and let your child continue to struggle because you are ashamed there's something wrong with your damn child because you want to have a normal child. I feel like anybody that has a special needs child, God blessed them with that child because God knew what kind of person they was and that they was gonna fight the good fight and they was gonna have their child as successful as it want to be. Don't ever think your special needs child is a hindrance. Look to them as a blessing because it teaches you something. It teaches you the strength you have to get your child through. Because even though they may be delayed, they ain't damn denied. That's the way I look at it. My son is delayed, but he ain't denied. And my son, he has came a long way from 2 years ago. You know, I just, you're right. I shoot. I just, if you could just give me another name because I hate to say it, but we have to stop being in denial about. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like we have to stop being in denial about if something's not wrong. Something's wrong with our children. I'm gonna be honest because some people, their child is having behavior problem because they're simply not. They're in the classroom. Okay, Bree. Thank you, Bree. Because I was like, ain't no way. Some people, I can truly say, and this is from the bottom of my heart, some people, y'all can just take it the way you want to take it. Um, um, some people feel like it is embarrassing for your child to have a problem. In the Black community, we just say they just a little slow. But they don't realize there is help out there. And that's what happened with R. Kelly. And then with R. Kelly, he had those developmental delays. Let me say that. He couldn't read and he didn't understand. And then he was being sexually abused by his sister. Yeah, his sister was having sex with him at a young age. He was raping him. Now, allegedly. Allegedly. And I'm just answering Lauren's question, but I know I'm going off subject a little bit too. And that's the reason why I guess he is what he is. And his mother, and he didn't really have, from what I understand, a father figure in his life. And I'm gonna be honest, like as a parent, you build the foundation on what your child will be. The things that you put your children through, the things that your children go through, the things that your children see and learn, and the lifestyle that you live and present to your child, I'm gonna be honest, That's what what builds the foundation for your child. And I'm gonna be honest, that's the reason why R. Kelly. Thank you, Lawrence, because I feel that's how I feel. And that same thing with R. Kelly. That's why he don't really like. That's why he had to have so much control over women because he was defenseless against his sister. Right. Get your child some help. But some people are too hard up or say, well, he'll be all right. No, get your child some help because the school system is there to help your child, even though they may not act like they want to, but they have special education teachers that will come in the classroom and help your child. And sometimes your child is fortunate enough to test out. And my claim is, and I profess this in the name of Jesus, I profess that my child tests out when his speech develops, when his speech fully develops and everyone can understand him, and when I know he will forever be on medicine, but I'm cool with that. It makes and it helps him focus, and he knows he needs it because when he did something bad in school, when he knows that he don't supposed to, and he knows he needs his medicine, he go get his medicine and be like, "Mommy, I just need my medicine. I will never do that again." Because he knows that he's supposed to have good behavior. My child is not bad, but he impulsive, very impulsive, and has done things. But does that makes me, or does that a bad reflection on me? No, it doesn't. It's just when you are a person that has very impulsive, you just do stuff. Um, and see that's this the whole thing with ADHD is like it's hard to focus. Like, I have, I'm my like I said, I'm my child's biggest cheerleader. I am. I want my son to be something. I want my son to be. I want my baby girl to be something. I ain't one of those parents that don't care. Ain't gonna never be one of those parents. But anyway, as I was saying, um, yeah, I feel as though with R. Kelly, the reason why he has to have so much control over women the way that he does is because he never had control when he was smaller, when he was growing up. Like his sister babysitted, his sister kind of like, him, and what I'm saying, and so she kind of groomed him to not have respect for women because this is my own sister that is taking me, that's raping me, that's doing these inappropriate things to me, and then you want me to sit up here and love women. So this man has been traumatized all these years, and then you think that you'll get this. And so do I think, in my opinion, I think R. Kelly do need some help. He needs some serious damn counseling because there's a lot of things that he probably will not talk about. But in order for him to move on and be able to become a better, I ain't gonna say R. Kelly, be Robert, to be a better Robert, because that's what everybody call him, Rob or Robert, is to face his demons. And his demons is his childhood. His demons is his childhood. And that's the truth. Um, I'm gonna be honest, guys, like the stuff that what I'm saying, we don't face those realities, those traumatizing experiences in our life. It will go with us for the rest of our lives, and it will mold us and shape us to the individuals that we are, and we'll have those triggering events that causes us to react the way that we react and treat people the way we treat people because We haven't dealt with the trauma from previous years. I've learned that because my when I was going to counseling earlier part of this year, my counselor told me that, like, she was like, you have to deal with the traumatizing experiences in your life or they will forever fester in you. And see, if you ain't never dealt with that, you steady going on with your life, you're there are things that you're gonna have always have this wall up to try to protect yourself. And that's what he's doing. um Women are, you know, I'm he think women is just, he likes to have control over women. Let me just let me just say that. He likes to have control. And he has rules and he has regulations. If you want to be a part of the girls, then you got to follow by the rules. Simple as that. That's the way I look at it, you know. Um Child. Okay, so let me go back up here. Thank you, Trisha, on which it doesn't matter as long as you get your child here. I think because the way we went to school and people picked on special needs kids, and once they get older and had kids, they still got what they sing in their mind. Yeah, yeah, that's so true. Bree, that is so true. That is so true. No, I said, man, we have to teach our children not to be bullies. We really do. We have to teach our children not to be bullies, but to be respectful human beings. And it all starts at home too, y'all. Um, it starts at home. It all starts at home. Anyway, guys, um, I do want to say this. It's a lot that's been going on lately in this world, guys, and we need to just pray. Um, is like I was reading this story and I want to tell you guys about it. It was this granddaddy that killed his grandson. I don't know if you guys. Okay, Brianna J. Yes, Brianna, stay prayed up at all times. She said she had to change that because child, she ain't shot nobody. um, but yeah, it was like this story that came out about this granddaddy that beat his grandson. What's up with all this beating? Like he killed his grandson. I swear to God. Let me. I forgot where it was, but hold on. The grandfather killed his. Sometimes, y'all. Let me say this. Some of these people be on these drugs, these hallucinating drugs. Hold on. Yeah, he beat his 12-year-old grandson to death with a sledgehammer. A sledgehammer over some money. Yeah, sledgehammer. Y'all must my I'm gonna wait a minute because my screen is, I don't know. 12 years old, and he beat him with a sledgehammer. This is what this says. Like I said, y'all, I don't even know. It says here a 53-year-old Milwaukee man was arrested for beating his 12-year-old grandson to death with a mallet, sledgehammer, two belts, a coat rack, and a cane after accusing him of stealing money from his wallet. This is what this says now. Jesus, on the main line. Oh my God. You killed your own grandson. Yeah. It says here the baby was 12 years old, and his 8-year-old brother was staying at Martina's home that Saturday night. And Martina had moved from Indiana to Wisconsin and to reconnect with his grandchildren. Obviously, you didn't want to reconnect. Hell, you beat him to damn death. So, y'all, I can't even read this. I can't. You beat that baby with all that. You beat that baby with all that. I understand you supposed to, you don't supposed to spare the rod, spoil the child. But you beat the boy with a belt, sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. I'm speechless. Y'all just don't know. And y'all know I'm not one of those type of people that are not speechless, but I'm not one of those people that is speechless. What? OMG. Really? He had to be like, and I don't even think he was high. Cause ain't weed ain't gonna make you. Y'all, I'm gonna read this story, y'all, then I'm gonna get off. This is crazy. It says here had discovered his wallet was open and money missing. It says here at one point, Andre turned out his pockets to show the granddaddy that they were empty and didn't have the money. The boy's grandmother and legal guardian had allowed the boys to stay at the home. And she woke up the boy's mother, Nia Moore, and told her to get her sons immediately after McCoy received text messages from the grandfather accusing the grandson of stealing. And the message also indicated 12-year-old was hurt. When McCoy, Moore, and the boyfriend arrived at the grandfather's home, the 8-year-old ran out and answered the door and ran out. Said that here that they went inside and saw the baby Andre, the 12-year-old, covered in blood, and Andre was taken to an area hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Said here that they spoke with the great grandmother who lives with the granddaddy and said she heard yelling early Sunday, and when she looked to see what was going on, she saw Martina striking Andre with a hammer all over his body, including the head and back. She said then put down the hammer and then picked up her cane to hit the boy. The grandmother said she is disabled, was not able to intervene. The 8-year-old told police the grandfather hit him and his brother with a mallet, sledgehammer, coat rack, and cane. The alleged beating happened over the course of 60 to 90 minutes. And the grandfather said that what happened was he lost it. And he admitted to the police that he told his grandson in the past, if you lie, if you mess up in school, if you steal, I'm going to kill you. The son, the baby, Lord have mercy. Suffered skull fractures, consistent with multiple blunt force hits to the head. He also had severe brain injury. The little 8-year-old had a broken finger and bruising. And the grandfather has been charged with first-degree intentional homicide, physical abuse of a child, and child neglect. And he faces up to life in prison. I'm going to pull up his picture. He deserves everything doing that to that boy. Now, I understand. I understand you want to teach your children. That's why sometimes when my kids get me upset like that, I walk away. I walk away. Because when you're angry like that, you will harm someone. I'm going to show the picture. This is the grandfather. And Lord have mercy. This is the grandfather, and right, Brianna. I'm about to get out of here too, but y'all, this is the picture of the man that killed his 12-year-old grandson, beat him with a cold rack, a sledgehammer, a damn wire hanger. All because of a little money missing from the purse, but he don't know. I feel like he was too, Trish. You don't tell me the amount, Brianna, but Bri, I can just say this, man. It wasn't worth that little boy life. Um, it was not worth. The grandmama was in the house, the great grandmother. He took her cane and beat the little boys with it. Hey Ava, how are you, boo? I'm about to get out of here, boo. But make sure you guys check out Ava. Sweet, sweet, sweet person. Um, I just don't understand. I really don't, like, you actually beat these, you know what I'm saying? I understand kids do stuff, but when you want to kill them, then you have went too far. You have went he had to be too. Right. Or meth or something. I feel sad that I'm trying not to cry because no child deserves to be beaten like that. No child deserves to be beaten like that. Even though they did take, even you don't know for sure who took the money. You just put it on somebody. He didn't have the money. That man probably spent that money on something else and hell forgot. That's why, yeah, my kids do stuff and I may fuss and I may cuss and You know what I'm saying? They get a little scared. Like my little girl, I get to fussing at them about, doing her schoolwork and stuff like that and make sure they're sitting down in class. But I never whooped them to the point where I want to abuse them, kill them, none of that. And sometimes if I feel like I have overdone it, I vow to myself that I'll never do it again. My kids don't get anybody that know me know my kids don't get whoopings often. They will get popped on the hand, they will get popped, but they ain't getting abused. That's one thing I don't do. And I know verbal abuse is not good either. So I'm working on that because Jayla child, she just, Mama, you cuss too much. So I'm learning how to not cuss and because I don't want my kids to be afraid of me. I do want them to respect me and I do want them to know that there is punishment for their actions. But I never want them afraid of me where they're shaking and scared and think I'm gonna kill them. I'll never want my kids to feel that way. Um, but y'all pray for that boy little family because I know the grandmother she feels real bad because the great grandmother feel real bad because she didn't stop him. But hell, he probably would have beat her ass because she old and he took her cane from her. Hell, it probably wasn't nothing she could do. Child. You went over your granddaddy's house to get to know him and spend time with him and he killed you. Y'all, the stuff that this world, I don't know it. I just pray coverage. I pray coverage, patience, kindness, understanding. And I don't understand why she didn't. But I guess it was. Think about a sledgehammer going against your head. He went all the way in. No, the police didn't come till after the boy died at the hospital, probably. Yep, that's what happened. The police, she didn't say nothing about grandmama said the police. Nope. The grandmama just was there. 12-year-old boy lost his life. Y'all, we got to do better. I'm gonna ask God to give me a little more patience with my children. I don't want to pull up another picture. I don't never want my baby, to experience beat that 12-year-old boy, and then you talking about you lost control. You lost control. It says here, so I'm looking at some more stuff. He says here he woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and noticed that some money was. So you woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you noticed some money missing out of at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. Hell, as far as we know, grandmama could have stole that money. Y'all, something ain't right. Something ain't right with this story. I only say automatically check my wallets, make sure ain't nobody. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, yep, that's what it was. And he said he claimed he went to the living room and accused the little boys of stealing. It says the young boy allegedly turned his pocket inside out to show his grandfather he hadn't stolen the money And then Martina told Fisher he then hit Andre repeatedly, continued to do so even after the little boy went to a cousin's bedroom to get the cash. Then it says here, this is more detailed. It says here that the little boy got away from the man and ran to the bathroom to lock himself inside. But the granddaddy said he picked a lock and opened it and lost it on the little boy. And he said he shoved Andre, the little boy, at that point, and his head left a hole in the wall. So you don't shove this boy head in the wall. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Says here the attack lasted an hour to an hour and a half. Says the auntie found him unconscious when she arrived. It says here the granddaddy did not remember using a hammer to hit the little boy, but did admit he lost control in the attack that killed the little boy. It says here the mom says here that she had been fighting to get custody of this little boy when he died and is now trying to get her other children back. Um, this is so sad. This is so sad. So then he had a firearm. He was gonna shoot him head too. No, they don't. And it says here the little boy's stepbrother told the news he saw his little brother unresponsive in the home. He was 12 years old. He didn't deserve that. And the family has a GoFundMe account. Oh my God. All right, guys. So I'm gonna. This is wow. Brianna, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna unhide you. Why? I don't mean to unhide you, Brianna. I'm sorry, boo. Type again in the chat. Anyway, guys, I'm about to get off here, guys. This is sad. This is a sad story. And y'all have a good Labor Day. Um, I am going to be barbecuing tomorrow, and Jamel has football practice, and so I am going to make sure that I'm gonna make sure that I go live when I'm walking and talking. So make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in, and make sure if you have not, and make sure if you want to be a part of the news and views group, all you have to do is press the join button, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Yeah, the money was in another room. He probably did get the money, but still, he had no right to kill that baby. Look, Trisha, I'm more tempted knowing I was in the heat yesterday, child. We have to talk tomorrow. I'll talk about y'all my Jamel's first base. Y'all look forward to some of the highlights of Jamel's first football game on our family page, child. That was like it felt like that was the hottest day in Mississippi. Cause honey, Jayla cried to go to the truck, and I was sitting there sweating like a slave child. So probably so, Miss Brianna. But we'll probably try to talk about it more tomorrow, guys. If not, we'll talk about what's going on. But thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. I'm gonna be walking and talking because, child, Jamel got practice. So y'all have a good night. I'll see you guys on tomorrow.